Why did you let me race with your car? You knew I was gonna wreck it.
Why not?
Because it's a lot of money.
I have money. It's trust and character I need around me. And who you choose to be around you lets you know who you are. And one car in exchange for knowing what a man's made of. That's a price I can live with. Look at all those people down there. They follow the rules for what? They're letting fear lead them.
What happens if they don't?
Life's simple. You make choices and you don't look back.
Jim Rohn once said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Now, many people will deny this fact, but research shows that we are much more affected by our environment and those around us than we would like to believe. The people around you matter. There's an old proverb that reads, "Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are." While these statements aren't entirely true for everyone, and we firmly believe that you can and should outperform everyone around you, it is true to some extent. It is true based on the law of averages and logic, which assumes you surround yourself with intention, either the intention to remain the same or the intention to push yourself to another level. If we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, what if those 5 people we spend the most time with have no ambition? What if they are dragging us down? How can we get around this statistic? Find a coach or mentor. Find many coaches and many mentors. See, this also applies to the people you spend time with in learning. If you listen to audio tapes or read books from great teachers on a daily basis, you are effectively spending time with them and they are influencing your life as well. Many entrepreneurs aim to be the smartest person in the room at all times. They want to be the most significant. They want to be the most successful, the hardest worker in the room. But if you're always the best in the room, you won't grow. And if you aren't growing, you're dying. You must always surround yourself with those who are better than you in some way, those who you can learn from in some way. That is how you get better. Just like great competition brings out the best in great athletes, great people bring out the best in you.
Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people that have things you want. With people that will force you to raise your own game. With people that will help push you forward. Not because they will give you handouts, but because seeing them live life at a higher level will force you to get there yourself. Not because they will only ever be positive with you, but because they will always be straight with you. Winners don't like hanging around with losers. You have to be on top of your game to play at the top.
They say surround yourself with 9 losers and you'll soon be the 10th. Getting comfortable is the worst thing you can do if you ever want to achieve anything of significance in life. The comfort zone is great if you're happy to settle for less than you can be. It's not great if you want to reach your true potential in life. Get around those who are hungry. Get around those who want to leave their mark in this world. Those who want to make a difference in this world. They say misery loves company. Well, so does success. Success loves successful company. There's just less to choose from. And there's nothing better than getting together with a group of winners and winning.
If someone has the fitness, health, and body you want, get around that person or more people like that, and soon their standards will become yours. If someone has the wealth, business, happiness, or life you want, get around those people. Get around the people that are living at a higher level than you. Get around those that have the wealth, home, happiness, relationships, and life you want more of. Get in alignment with success by surrounding yourself with only those living at the highest level. The people in your life will either inspire you or drain you. Choose carefully.
The people in your life will either inspire you to be greater than you are or drain the life out of you. Choose carefully. Get in chat rooms or communities where others share the same ambitions, but do not expect positive changes in your life if you surround yourself with negative people.
If you are only hanging around people who drag you down, those people who can always find a reason why it can't be done, that will also become your reality. You will never see a successful person hanging around a dream killer. If you want success, hang around dream chasers. Find someone that is doing what you want to do, follow them, consume their material, read their books, listen, and learn. The more you learn from these people, the more you will become like these people. Now, you might have to cut some negativity out of your life, and it won't be easy. But what do you want from your life? Negativity is a virus. You must get it out of your life. Otherwise, you will be the one that suffers in the end.
Here's a big one. If you're not feeling it, find new friends. I'm being dead serious about this. This one is real big for me. Who you hang out with is a huge deal. And again, these are all tried and true things, right? We've heard you're the whatever of the 5 friends you spent, like that's real. That one, put in the bank. Like if you're not feeling it, you need to go to meetup.com and go to 10 meetups of people that are hungry. Like it's unbelievable what happened to me when I got into the Silicon Valley world and started meeting like Mark Zuckerberg and like Ev Williams and like Travis, like it changed my life. This town, actually it's fun for me to tell this story here. South by Southwest 2007 changed my life because I hung out, I forced myself to go to a Web 2.0, which later became social media, the current state of the internet conference, South by Southwest. And I was looking at all these kids, and by the way, this is when tech wasn't cool, straight fucking nerds, but they were trying to change shit. They weren't here for kicks and giggles. They weren't here to hook up. They were here to like change the world. Like I'm gonna build a product that is gonna be in every single person's hand. Like, and they have. Like the Twitters and the Facebooks and the Ubers, they did. And it was the biggest impact of my career. And it's something I think a lot about now. So anyway, real practical. If you feel motivated by this conversation or you're intrigued by it, add one new winner friend. Like, you know what I mean? Add 100%. One new winner friend and cut one loser friend. Like, yeah, I know he's been your boy since 4th grade, but he sits at home and fucking smokes weed and plays 2K all day. Like, you can only love him so much. Go home, cut your loser friend, and go find a winner friend. Go somewhere, like go to meetup.com, go to a Facebook group, join some shit, DM the 800 people that you think make sure they're not bullshitting, they're like doing what you want, and just make one new friend. I see it, like D-Rock, like he's right, like it's unbelievable to watch my team, like they get faster, they get smarter, they get more confident, right? It's real, man, it's real. Confidence and like hunger gets passed on to each other. It's like team dynamics. It's why like a great player that sucks shit can fuck a team up. Like go audit your circle, add one more winner, decrease one more loser.
You know, my mom once told me when I was a young kid, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old. My dad had died when I was 10, and my mom took over that role of like guiding me, you know, and she's like, look, Grant, you are the people you hang around. You know, at 12 years old, 13, you're gonna resist everything. All the wisdom of your parents is resisted. But today, I know it's true. In fact, today, I would take that great statement that my mother made and say, you're not just a product of your environment, you're a product of all that surrounds you and your environment. That includes the people, your beliefs, the TV you watch, the newspapers you read, the friends you have, the movies you watch, your hobbies, your interests, your family, everything else that you're involved with influences your environment. And to the degree that your environment is either healthy or unhealthy, is gonna have something to do with the products that you're able to get out and the quantity at which you can put those products out.
Something else that you want to begin to do in order to make this your decade. You want to begin to get all the toxic people out of your life. Hello. Energy drainers, get them out of your life. See, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot of energy to reach your goal. It takes a lot of emotional, mental, and spiritual energy to reach your goal. And you can run faster with 100 who want to go than with one around your neck. So there are two kinds of relationships. Sid Simon talks about this. Nourishing relationships and toxic relationships. Nourishing relationships are the relationships that inspire you. They motivate you. They bring the best out of you. Toxic relationships are relationships with people that always criticize you. All they can do is find fault. All they can do is just exploit your weaknesses. All they can do is remind you of the mistakes that you've made in the past. These people are bad for your health. Toxic people can run your blood pressure up. One apple can spoil a whole barrel. One negative energy drainer can spoil your whole life. I know people whose lives have been ruined because somebody wasn't good for them. See, there are some people that aren't good for you. Hello? They aren't good for you. You've got to get them out of your life. See, a lot of people put up with a lot of foolishness because they don't want to die by themselves. Here's what I believe. I believe in a one-to-a-box theory. Ask this question of yourself. Make a list of who you communicate with most and ask yourself the question, what kind of person am I becoming because of this relationship? Is it helping me to grow mentally and emotionally and spiritually? Am I becoming a better person because of this relationship? Do they bring out the best in me? Do they inspire me? Do they encourage me to develop my greatness? Do they make me stretch? So you got to look at the people in your life and find out what kind of person are you becoming because of that relationship. My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. You run around with losers, you will end up a loser.
Real shit, man. Like, I mean, like, I don't even know what to say to niggas, man. Go to my hood, niggas like, yo, what up? I be like, man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't talking to this nigga. What the fuck am I talking to this nigga for? You know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information can he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
Somebody holler, take me higher. I've been thinking too low. I've been looking too low. I've been asking too low. I've been hanging around people who talk too low. If everybody in your life, you've got to feed them and encourage them, your crowd is too low. If you're the smartest person you hang around, your crowd is too low. If everybody's looking to you for help and answers, your crowd is too low. You need to hang around somebody that intimidates you, that makes you study, that makes you grow, that makes you pray. You need to get around somebody who is higher. Because iron sharpeneth iron, and great thinkers sharpen great thinkers. And for where you're going, your crowd has got to change.
Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I was very strict with my kids who they hung around with. I mean, you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. And so
I heard you, part of the reason I searched you out and found you, and awesome that you took the chopper into London, was you made a statement about if you're going to hang out on a Friday night in a pub with your buddies and watch football, that's where you'll be in 20 years.
Yeah.
I played that 10 times. I made my wife listen to it. Because I don't like watching sports and drinking beer or any of that stuff. I just want to get shit done.
Correct.
So to hear you say it, I was vindicated.
Yeah, and well, I said, if you're going to sports bars and belching and farting, watching football matches now, in 20 years you'll be the same guys. Maybe 2 or 3 of the guys will be different, but you'll still be belching and farting and think it's funny. Yeah, but I mean, Elon Musk doesn't go to Super Bowls. Elon Musk doesn't go to the World Basketball Championships. I mean, I don't. I mean, the guys that you see aren't those guys. And the eagles fly above, eagles fly alone. I got 2 or 3 guys I know for 50, 60 years. That's the extent of my friends. You know, I see them 2, 3 times every other year, and that's it. We're not hanging out. We're not, you know. It's hard. It's hard. You have to get used to being alone and not being lonely. It's lonely at the top. And whoever said it's hard to get to the top, but it's harder to stay there. You know, I've been from the penthouse to the shit house a couple of times, and I didn't like the shit house. So I made sure I got right back to the penthouse as fast as I could. But now, I mean, people look up to me. I've got a big following.
What I'm trying to get to is, what in the world can you exclude people? And I'm going to suggest, I'm going to hypothesize that you try this experiment in your life. Because anytime I have And I've done this experiment, and anytime I've not followed this, I've regretted it, and anytime I have, I've felt a heck of a lot better. Remove and exclude people who are insecure. Insecure people. Now you might say, well, Ty, if people are pessimists or optimists have some place in your life, why couldn't low self-esteem / insecure? And it's not necessarily low self-esteem. I want to make that differentiation. Low self-esteem is sometimes people who look at their life and go, I haven't accomplished much, I don't feel like I deserve much. And sometimes, honestly, we live in a cult of high self-esteem. Jonathan Haidt talks about in Happiness Hypothesis how out of whack that is, and actually how many violent people and criminals are people whose sense of self-esteem is delusional. They should have lower self-esteem, but they see themselves very high and they become sociopath. The truth is, as Dr. David Buss talks about in this book, in his textbook, he says you should see yourself as you really are. And oftentimes low self-esteem can be a tool to remind you got to work on some things, and then you will earn higher self-esteem. You got to keep it in balance. Some people are off either way. That's not what I want to talk about today. Insecure, though, is different. Insecure are people who are erratic. Okay? You can have insecure people with high self-esteem. In fact, those are the worst people. Without a doubt. Those people that I know, I mean, I have dealt with this in my personal life, romantic life, and business life. And even family, maybe a little bit less, but to some extent. It's the worst. It gets me the least end game goal that I want. It least efficiently gets me, and it throws me off. And I guarantee you, if you go through your life, you will find insecure people are to be avoided, in my opinion, at almost all costs. Maybe watch movies about them, so if they have anything to offer you into your life, you can like visually see them, or read a book about insecure people. But in terms of entrusting any part of your life to their care, whether it be in business, whether it be in love, friendship, health, well, I mean, just...
I was talking to some friends of yours yesterday, at least they claim to be your friends, high school friends of yours.
Yeah.
And they were saying that, you know, they all went into different jobs, good paying jobs back then. They would always wonder, like, what's Connor doing? What is he doing?
Yeah.
He's not making any money.
Yeah.
He's fighting on these local shows. And they were starting to get a little worried about you. They believed in you, but there was a point where they actually started to doubt you.
Yeah,
Did you sense that a lot from people? Like, they were saying, well, come on, when are you going to give this up?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the whole thing you just said sounds real American. I don't think the Irish would be. I don't think they were my friends that were saying. They were probably talking shit, but who knows? There's a lot of people going around saying they are my friends, or saying they know me from this, or they live next door, or do this or do that. You know, but really, you know, I don't have that many friends. I have a close circle of people that I talk to. You know, I don't have many numbers in my phone. Not many. I'd say I could count on two hands the amount of people that have my phone number.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I have a small circle. I don't like the. You know, everyone's coming out of woodwork lately. You know what I mean? People.
Old faces, right?
That kind of thing. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Right?
That type of stuff happens. But you know what I mean?
How do you deal with it? How do you weed out the people who aren't there with the right intentions?
I just don't pay attention. I just don't entertain it. You know what I mean? I just listen to the people that are close to me. Listen to my family. Listen to my friends. Listen to my team. And then that's it. Nobody else exists. Absolutely nobody else exists. I'm just tunnel vision on this path, and anyone that tries to come in and steer me away from it, I don't know what it is, but they just go then. You know, I just end up getting rid of them or something. You know what I mean? But
The most important critic to get on your side is going to be yourself. Once you've set up that force field, you've got to protect, preserve, and grow your own internal strength. So here's an affirmation that you're going to say a few times a day. And in between each time that you say it, you're going to perform a particular exercise that I'll teach you. The affirmation is, I go beyond the fears and limitations of other people. And if you're like me and most of us who tend to feel a bit angry with our situation, there's a lot of frustration when we say that, it's probably going to come out like, I go beyond the fears and limitations of other people. I control my life, with a very rebellious, angry, frustrated tone.
But what I want you to do after saying it that first time and feeling that frustration is to get that frustration out. The way you're gonna get that out is with an exercise that I teach to my students. It's called Get Off My Back. So when you're feeling really charged up, really excited about the situation, really angry and frustrated, I want you to drive your elbows back and say, get off my back! Get off my back! Get off my back! Get off my back! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! And discharge all of that frustration and energy that you've got inside you. Do it for 30 seconds, do it for 30 minutes, whatever you have to do. Get all of their conditioning out of you. Shake off all of the frustration. It doesn't belong to you, it's been given to you. Those negative people have robbed you of the strongest version of yourself, and you've got to peel off layers to get to that.